and welcome back to Always Off Track, where you get your weekly dosage of on and off track shenanigans. We were off last week. Hold my hands up, that was my fault. I wasn't very well. I was quite poorly.
Poorly, weren't you?
I just felt out of it, to be fair. Even a few people on the course said I kind of looked out of it. I just wasn't feeling my best.
But we're here again this week.
We're back, and we intend to give you a little bit more intro to our motorsport lives.
Of course.
So, this week we'll be doing another pit stop challenge.
Of course, we are going to be doing more commentary focused.
We are going to be doing Guess the
I'm
Commentary.
a commentary expert myself.
So yeah, Guess the Commentary. And then we're just going to be talking about our big focal points. And then we're going to go into a little bit of news. And then it's to end the podcast.
Strap yourselves in.
It's a bumpy one today. We've only got a 2-hour window to film this.
Yes, we can't really retake anything.
No, not really. We have shorthand to attend to. So, without further ado.
Well, if you're on YouTube, like and subscribe.
And we are also going to be posting on TikTok and Instagram very, very soon. We just need to sort a couple of bits out for that.
Yeah, we're also on Spotify and Soundcloud for any audio listeners.
And I guess without that, let's get straight into it.
Yeah. So, of course, it'd be rude not to address the elephant in the room of what happened at COTA. Of course, last weekend was the US Grand Prix, round 19 of the season. And it saw a gorgeous win and sprint win for this man right here. An absolute calamity show from this team right here. As a Max Verstappen fan, as a Lando Norris fan, to be fair, we didn't really see each other most of the weekend.
But you know what, right? I was really happy Max won. I don't like the man, but I will openly say this.
I love him.
But I will openly say this.
He's a goober.
If Lando's going to lose by a point, or if he's going to lose because of repercussions, I'd rather Max win.
That is like the most ick word of all time.
I actually would rather Max win the championship because it's getting to a point now where I'm like, McLaren, you can sort your shit out, man.
That's
like,
what I said.
seriously.
That's what he said, obviously, about in the last episode about Zach Brown and all that stuff, with Pillow and stuff. But how they run the team, like it's coming to boiling point. And if someone's going to expose the weaknesses, Max is the man.
Yeah, at the end of the day, he's doing really well. He's doing tremendous at the moment. And I mean, you can't fault him for what he's doing. No one can fault Max at the moment. I don't like him, but even I'm saying that was a good drive. Monza, best drive of his life, I think, for this season. But the elephant in the room, sprint race, turn 1.
What Martin Brundle described as a demolition derby.
And I will say this. 1, Austin, do you go up the inside like that?
Do you cut back like that? No.
Not on the first lap. Not at the first corner as you've come off the grid, because there's going to be so many cars that are coming in behind you. Maybe lap 3 when the cars are spread out a bit more.
Yeah.
But lap 1.
I mean, a lot of people, I know in fact, a lot of people have compared what Piastri did to what Sainz did a few years back when Sainz tried the up and under on Verstappen, I think it was, at turn 1, and then Russell T-boned him.
Yeah.
That was completely different because Sainz was so far ahead.
And Russell literally T-boned him in the side.
Russell pretty much, he...
Hulkenberg had nowhere to go.
The difference between Russell and Hulkenberg was that Hulkenberg had one on his inside, one on his outside, and Piastri wasn't even that far ahead.
No.
At first glance, it looked like Hulkenberg outbraked himself, but then on second glance, you realise, hang on, Oscar, you can't do that on.
No.
And
it's a fact of
it.
Going back to the ick word of the century, repercussions. You've got the problem of the start of the weekend, McLaren openly admitted that Lando had repercussions from the tiny little tap in Singapore, right? Did it cause any damage to Oscar? No. Did it cause Oscar to lose position?
Mm-hmm.
Just to his teammate. He didn't lose any positions further back. So then it's a sense of, okay, so McLaren gave Lando repercussions for that. Sound, whatever, you do you, McLaren. But why openly admit it? Because now you've opened yourself to a boatload of controversy of, okay, well, Oscar's took both of them out.
So what now?
So what repercussions are Oscar getting? And
if you're all about the team game and everyone gets treated equally,
it's just not. It just doesn't work like that. I'm sorry, it just doesn't. You can't have 2 drivers racing for the world championship and you're giving them repercussions.
It generally sounds like parenting.
It literally does.
I mean, they're 2 naughty kids who have gone out of line.
But then you've got the problem of now, of okay. My next question about these repercussions are: did we see the repercussions in play during the actual race.
When
Piastri pitted first over Lando, because as far as I'm aware, the amount of time I've been watching F1, McLaren have always had the game of whoever's the lead car gets the lead pit stop. So why all of a sudden is that changed now to no. Lando's not going to get first pit, but yeah, he's first on track. Yeah, he probably would have been behind Leclerc still, but that slow pit stop put him even further behind him, and he had to repass all over again.
I mean...
It was such a difficult thing, and I'm thinking to myself, if that's the repercussions for a tiny little tap, then what is Oscar going to get for taking them both off?
Well, Martin Brundle said he knew what the repercussions were.
And they were minor. They weren't even... you weren't going to notice them. You might have noticed them more in Vegas.
Yeah, what's that supposed to mean? What does Vegas have? I mean, especially considering Vegas has never been a McLaren strong side track. And people are expecting them to struggle this year. So
what's going to happen? Is it going to be a sense of, well, in Vegas, Lando's just going to let Piastri by? But Max is catching a rapid.
There's no way in hell you could feasibly allow that to happen nowadays, especially now that he is a massive threat. 40 points is still a lot, but it was 104 4 races ago.
Exactly.
And there's 5 races left, plus 2 sprints.
Exactly. It's just not going to happen. And
Max definitely has the quickest package. I say Red Bull have the quickest package with Max in the car.
Yeah, but at the end of the day...
and upgrades to come in, apparently. The
McLaren boys have the pace in the car in certain of the races left to be able to win. But now it's just getting to the point of, well, what do you do in this situation? If you were a McLaren and you had both drivers and you sat them down, would you have to turn around and say, we're going to have to pick a number 1 driver? With what's the difference? Is it
14 points Lando reduced it.
So that's what I'm saying. So are you going to have to turn around to Lando and say, right, Oscar's leading, we're going to have to prioritise him? After all the issues Lando's had.
That'd cause murder.
You wouldn't be allowed, and I don't think it's fair that people are asking them to do it now. I mean, Crofty said it on the commentary on Sunday when he was like, McLaren are going to have to do it now. And Karun's like, no, you can't. You can't pick a number 1 driver with everything that's going on at the moment. You just can't.
It's a blessing and a curse that they have two great drivers. Fighting for the World Championship. In theory, Max is at a disadvantage because it's just him and Red Bull, but at the same time, that's his biggest strength because Red Bull are going to prioritise him. Yes, Yuki obviously isn't going to be up there. I mean, he did well this weekend, all things considered, but Max is going to be prioritised massively by Red Bull. All the upgrades are going to come to him and him only.
That's what I'm saying.
They can't do that to McLaren because they can't do what they did last year where Oscar, let Lando through on multiple occasions.
But then you had the thing of it's I feel like McLaren are playing the mental game a lot of the time with can you remember in Hungary last year when they pitted Lando first and then Lando went off and they were like, you need the team to win a world championship. You can't do it on your own.
Pretty much.
So then it's right, okay, he gave the position back reluctantly. So then people are like, right, okay, so if Oscar wins the world championship this year, it's going to be gifted to him. He had his first win gifted. Why not his first championship? I'm like, it's harsh. It's harsh to say that, but at the same time, it's getting to the point where it's looking like McLaren are gifting people things. They've gifted Max so much leeway because of how stupid they've been.
They threw away a lot of points to the table last weekend.
It's just ridiculous.
But
why wouldn't you just say, get through the first lap cleanly, don't be a hero, and then race after the first lap?
Yeah, don't be a hero to Sander Vault.
But that's what I'm saying. It's so easy for the team to go, right, you're free to fight, but get through the first lap. Because,
they didn't in COTA.
But that's what I'm saying. If McLaren didn't put that thing there, Lando was clearly faster than Piastri all weekend, last weekend.
Oh, 100%, yeah.
Then it's a sense of, okay, so you're going into Mexico this weekend. You've got a Ward that's going into Lando's car, so Lando's got 1 less session. Already there, he might be a little bit of disadvantage, but not massively. But then
Max is that, isn't it?
Max as well, because Lindblad's in for him. It's just, how do you now navigate this situation where you've got 2 drivers? I mean, the repairs that the mechanics had to do within, 3-4 hours on both cars? That should never happen. Never happen. And I'm not being funny, the same with Stroll and Ocon. But like I'm saying, all of this that's happened and how quickly things have turned sour between the 2 drivers when they were best friends at one point.
They're still going to act like it, obviously, but there's going to be a point where...
But I don't think they are. I think it's, honestly, people are like, the repercussions are a PR stunt, the repercussions are this, the repercussions are that. Okay, but the problem is now is that they've literally done nothing so far.
I think the repercussions have helped Lando. I think the pressure's now off him.
Yeah.
I think Piastri's definitely...
Feeling it.
It's swung The pressure is on him.
Because I think the team have put the repercussions on Lando to say, right, one more, we're prioritising him, potentially. But then
if he scores
got,
well this weekend and Piastri doesn't, Lando takes the championship lead, then what?
That's the problem. And I don't think
McLaren have the mental capacity to acknowledge that and also how to deal with it.
I don't think they've got the mental capacity to understand thoroughly in their brain that Red Bull are catching. They've got the championship. They've got the constructors sealed. That's done. So now why are they turning around being like, oh, repercussions on this, repercussions on that? You've got the championship.
Just go racing.
Just race.
Who's
Why?
asked?
But you've got to have it in a sense of, right, they can't take each other out. But I'll just point this out. I was looking on Twitter, and you know the lovely position where people like to slate Lando fans. And you said to me the other day, Oscar fans are getting worse. Oscar fans are getting bad to this point. And I saw something.
They're both as bad as each other.
They are. I saw something somewhere when they were on about how Oscar I think it was like Oscar in the first half of the season, he had like 5 wins, 4 poles.
Yeah.
Oscar in the second half of the season, 2 wins, 1 pole.
Yeah, he's he won Zandvoort, and then before that it was Belgium and then Spain. So he's not really.
He'd won 1 race this season. 1 win, 2. Is it 1 win, 2 poles?
Yeah.
Something like that. But it's like people always say everything comes out in the second half of the season because that's when teams stop upgrading the car.
McLaren have openly admitted they're not no more upgrades.
And now I'm sitting there and I'm thinking, right, okay, but now you're just throwing away the drivers' championship. Teams don't care about the drivers.
No,
the drivers' championship is all about the ego boost that it gives for the driver. It gives them a bigger name. Yeah. It does.
McLaren aren't bothered about the constructors. Yeah, it's pretty
obvious.
Pretty obvious. Zach Brown is only cares about the McLaren name.
He does. And at the end of the day, you can understand why. The team get the money from the constructors. The team gets the big cash prize, whatever the hell you want to call it.
The constructors' fund goes into the car.
That's what I'm saying. So that's what they get. The Drivers' Championship's all about their ego, and it's all about how they've got a world champion driving for their team. I reckon if Max wins this year, I don't think you'll see Verstappen on the grid after 26. Maybe 27.
No.
I mean, he has come out and openly said that he wants to do 24-hour races. He'd love to do it. So are we eventually, 28's the end of his contract at the moment.
As a Max fan,
so are we going to see him switch over after 28 to do endurance?
I've always said that Max will be gone by 28. I think that's his limit. He could get 8 championships by then. It'd be a big ask.
I don't think he'd get 8.
You never know. I mean, he is the best driver on the grid, and unless someone absolutely, unless Leclerc or Russell just gets that extra level of greatness that they're already like top tier, but Max has proved once again this year
why he's the best.
Yeah, he is levels above everyone else on this grid.
I think my mum and dad always say this when we're talking about it. They always saying how Max he gets into people's heads. He doesn't have to do anything. He just has to be there, and he gets into their heads. But
Gone to Lewis's head.
I will say one thing: Charles and Lando fighting in COTA was the cleanest bit of racing I've seen for a while, wheel to wheel.
It was good.
I mean, when Leclerc shoved him off at turn 13, but then again,
I know Lando just ran wide.
Yeah, I don't think Lando was able to do much, but he didn't get a 5-second penalty. That's what I was happy about.
Someone else gave him last year.
I can't believe Max did that last year, to be fair. I was like, he's running off. That's
what I mean about Max. He's openly said he'll do whatever it takes to win.
But the thing is, he can bend the rules just as precise that he can so that he doesn't get in trouble, but other drivers do.
I think Jonathan Wheatley said something this week saying like he rewrites the rules.
He does, but the thing is, people will read the rules for him, and if the rules don't say anything about that he can do this, he'll do it and he'll get it to the point and people are like, well, that's not allowed, but it doesn't say anything in the rules about it not being allowed.
He extrapolates what's allowed, but that's what great racing drivers do.
Yeah, that's what it's all about.
That's what separates the good from the great.
Exactly, and I just think now we've got what? So we've got Mexico, Brazil. So we've got Mexico a week off.
Yeah.
Brazil a week off, and then into a triple header.
It's
a triple header to the end of the season. So you've got Vegas, Qatar, and Abu Dhabi, and you've got a sprint in Brazil and Vegas.
Brazil and Qatar both have sprint races. Yeah.
So I mean, it's looking really good at the moment for them.
140 points or something like that available.
Yeah. So let's be real. I personally do I think that Oscar can win any of the remaining races? I think he's got a good chance in Brazil, and I think he might have a good chance in Qatar.
Well, if you look at the 5 races left, Mexico, 23 and 24, he got P8, both races.
Yeah.
So everyone's thinking, is he going to do a three-peat? Brazil, he came last in 23, had the incident at the start, but even Danny Rick beat him, and they both started a lap down.
Yeah.
24, I think he kicked with 7th behind Lando in the weigh-in, but they both had stinkers that weekend.
Oh my god, it was horrific.
Vegas, McLaren haven't been strong.
McLaren just
Lando
don't
DNF
get strong.
in 23, that's one of his only crashes in recent years.
Yeah, that and Spa were the big 2 crashes for Lando when he crashed in qualifying at Spa in 21. Yeah.
And then they slumped back last year. They came 6th and 7th.
I think so. And then it's like
Qatar looks decent for Piastri. For both of them.
Qatar was a good track for Lando, to be fair, because Lando gifted Piastri the win back in Qatar in the sprint, because Piastri gave him the win in Brazil.
And then Lando had the 10-second stop go last year, which was
that
unlucky.
Was honestly ridiculous. He lifted ever just a slight bit too late.
And Hamilton got a drive-through with something similar as well.
Exactly, but then Abu Dhabi, Lando dominated last year. No one can say he put a foot wrong. But then again,
that's the only time. Well, that's one of the best. Lando performed under pressure. He could have easily, if he lost that lead, Ferrari won the constructors. Like that was mega performance for him to.
Yeah, and
to be under pressure when obviously Piastri had been
binned off by Max.
T-boned by Max, yeah.
You know what? I loved that. I actually loved that. Move of a world champ. But
it will come back to bite him, I'll tell you.
It will. I'm adamant it's doing this. But at the end of the day, the championship's tighter and tighter. Predictions.
Yeah, let's say.
For the championship. Let's say, do we think it's going to go down to Abu Dhabi?
Yes. 100% it goes down to Abu Dhabi.
I want to say yes, but I have a gut feeling it's going to go to Qatar.
No
I
way.
think.
No, I don't think either will be. I think it will be 25 points ahead.
I think it might just depend on where the 2 McLarens start and if they're going to keep crashing into each other, but also where Max is going to come, because even though they've got the upgrades, doesn't mean they're good upgrades. We've seen it before where the upgrades are coming and they make the car worse.
Yeah, Max has openly said
So we need to decide. Well, we'll see eventually. Are they getting upgrades? This weekend, or are they coming in Brazil?
It might be Brazil or Vegas. I don't think it's this weekend.
So, I mean, you've got them, but I personally think it's going to be a Verstappen championship, and that's coming from a Lando fan.
If anyone can have a 25+ point lead for Abu Dhabi, it'd be Max.
That's
I can't see the McLarens being.
If Lando wins in Mexico, and comes P2 in Brazil, and Oscar comes third in Mexico, and say 4th or 5th in Brazil, because he's never been amazing. Lando's in the lead. Max will catch Oscar. The problem is, I think if Lando passes Oscar in the championship, and Max passes Oscar, and Oscar goes to 3rd, Oscar's out already.
Yeah,
he will not come back from that, and it'll then go between Max and Lando. Do I then think that Max and Lando are going to have good battles? Yes. Do I think they're going to bend the rules ever so slightly so that Max is at an advantage? Because Max can bend the rules that way? Yeah. Yes. Do I think Lando could win against Max? I think it depends on the type of races he has.
Yes.
And if Oscar decides to get involved in it all. Because if Oscar gets involved in it all, it's just going to end up in chaos and Max is going to win. I think eventually, as soon as Max passes one of the McLaren boys, that's when it's going to be number 1 driver for either one of them.
Yes,
that's when it'll come to it. I think.
What if it's like 3 points? Imagine, they're only separated by, like, Piastri's behind by 3 points, Max is behind by 2.
But then that's what I'm saying. So then Lando's there, and it's like, well, something's got to give. It's like, are you then going to turn around and be like, Max is in the middle?
Yeah, Max is on maturity where he doesn't have to give anything.
What do we do with these? Well, if you let them race, is what's going to happen in Austin going to happen again in Qatar? Because Qatar's quite a tight first corner, realistically, if you're on the inside by the pit wall.
Yeah, well, we saw Hamilton crash.
Exactly, and then you've also got Brazil. We've seen many, many crashes there. So you've got that.
The potential wet weather, you never know.
And then you've got Abu Dhabi. It's not a bad first corner, but it's not amazing.
And there was a crash there last year between 2 championship protagonists of this year.
So that's what I'm saying. So you've just got to understand and you've got to realise what could happen to the championship. I'll openly say this. I think Max will win. I said it as soon as he started winning and people were like, I don't believe it. I don't think he can. I said it to you when I first met you, and you were like, I don't think he's got it in him. I don't think he can do it.
Oh, he's definitely got it in him. I just don't know. I just thought McLaren would have.
And I said as soon as Max started winning and McLaren started coming out with their PR stunts of repercussions, or they've got this thing of, well, Lando shouldn't have done this, or coming up with all the excuses under the world of why they haven't won a race or why things went wrong. I was like, you've fucked it. It's not working. You can't do it like that. At the end of the day, that's how it is. That's ended. Deal with it. Max is now in the running. I mean, technically, all three of them. Golf Russell's won the championship. He's still in mathematical contention.
No, Joe. I mean,
but you know what I mean? I mean, Leclerc was in contention until last weekend.
Leclerc, the fact that's criminal. The fact that he was in contention in that tractor, in that wheelbarrow.
But that's what I'm saying. So you've got the thing of there's still 4 people up for the contention of the World Championship. Realistically, it's going to be a three-way battle. But
it should be 2. It should be 2.
Mathematically,
McLaren's first mistake is letting Max have a chance.
Yeah.
Don't give Max Verstappen a sniff.
No, but to be fair, I think it should have been sealed by Mexico, Brazil, maybe.
Well,
Qatar.
sealed as in it could only be them 2.
Yeah, but
they've only won 1 race into summer break.
And it's just getting to the point now
like,
where
that's
it's
mad.
like...
It is giving 2007 vibes.
Do I think if McLaren didn't DNF at the first corner, do I think that Lando would have had a chance to pass Max? Yes. In the sprint.
I think McLaren were quicker.
Do I think he could have had a chance if he pitted first in Austin? No.
If he had stayed ahead of Leclerc,
yes, he would have. I think he would have got Max.
Same.
I think it would have been a difficult battle again, like it was last year.
And Max would have,
But ultimately, I do think Lando would have won if he got past.
Oh, I believe that as well. I think McLaren were the quicker car.
If McLaren were in the lead, if Lando was in the lead, would they have pitted Oscar first still?
Not a chance.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No way.
And you know, the amount of DMs that I've been getting recently off Oscar fanboys, things like that, is actually really ridiculous. Because I'm not being funny. I'm a Lando fan, yeah. I'm a human, I still have feelings. You do not need to send me death threats saying Lando was in the wrong, Lando was this, Lando was this. It's like, just accept your driver.
It's getting childish, it really is.
I'm like, just accept that your driver was slow. No, but
I get that.
But I can turn around. I can turn around and I can say Lando didn't have the pace this weekend. He was just slow. I can say that because
there's been multiple occasions this year.
It's a thing where he was just slow.
Yeah.
So get a grip.
No, they can't be great at every circuit.
But that's what I'm saying.
You know, Max has one weakness in Singapore.
So it's like, right then. So what do we do now then? Do we just assume that the McLarens are going to sort themselves out? No.
The way that team is run, it was bound to go wrong.
So
it was bound to go wrong. But I still think, I don't know. It's me being, I'm a realist. I'm an optimist, but I'm a realist. You know what I mean? Like as much as I want Max winning, do I see it? Like 40 points is massive. But if he wins and Oscar comes 5th again, it's 25.
This is what I'm saying.
It's a race win away.
It comes down to the sense of this when you try to explain to people about how F1 works and where they come in the championships and stuff. If Oscar doesn't finish, I mean, Baku he had a shitter of a race. Austin wasn't much better. But
I think Austin was worse.
I mean, he didn't finish.
But in terms of
pace and stuff.
Yeah, the pace, and it just honked. It just looked like he was back in his rookie year, and Lando was the established driver who McLaren favoured and stuff for the right reasons. Now it just looks like Oscar's gone back to that.
Yeah.
He didn't look like a championship leader at all that weekend.
But then you look at it in the sense of, if Oscar doesn't finish in Mexico because of an incident that's either A, out of his control, or just for a fact of he was stupid, Lando wins, Max comes second. Lando's leading the championship, Oscar's second, Max is going to be around his fucking tail for Brazil. And Max goes well in Brazil.
Well, Max, I think a lot of people are favouring Max for this weekend because he's won, like, since he got into the Red Bull, he's won, like, all but 2 of the races.
He has last year. He didn't touch the podium last year.
No, he came 6th. I think he came 6th last year because of the outstanding 20-second penalty he got.
Oh, sorry, that was absolutely incredible.
He said he wanted to make it 40 this year, so we'll see what happens.
That was absolutely incredible. And you know what? I really hope it's the other McLaren, not Lando this year. I really hope it's the other McLaren that it happens to.
Well, I don't even think he had good pace. obviously qualified second, but the Ferraris were the quickest car that weekend.
And Lando was quick, but the move that I think was the one that got him a first 10-second penalty was the one where he shoved him wide and the wall came at an angle.
Yeah.
And that's what got him the 10 seconds. It's like that could have ended badly.
Well, it was the first one when he pushed him off at turn 4 and then Lando had to cut the grass. That was bad, but that was his fault because Lando was ahead of the apex.
This is what I'm saying.
The second one was bad.
You have two fans that can admit when their drivers are wrong here, and I actually.
I was fuming at him, but at the same time I was like, you're not helping yourself. But at the end of the day, I wasn't worried about Lando. Yeah. Like the gap was like what 50 points around then.
Yeah, but this is what I'm saying. So it's a case of the championship's a lot closer now. So McLaren, get a grip, please.
But Max is definitely going to lock in. Max is
locked in already.
Locked in.
I mean, I'm not being funny. He says every weekend, as long as I keep winning races, I'm doing what I need to be doing and I can do my job properly. I'm like, yes. But before you were saying 69 points, there's a lot of points. Max, you're 40 points away now. It's ridiculous. At the start of the season, 4 races ago, like you said, it was like, what, 104? Something like that?
104 went after Zandvoort, yeah.
And I'm like, I'm not being funny. It's ridiculous how quickly he's caught up.
Like, the fact that in the first half of the season, he was talking about, I might not be here next week, instead of, one of the chances of winning the championship. Now he's like, yeah, I've got a chance. He knows it.
Yeah, and he knows it.
But I think Red Bull know it.
But I think
McLaren know it.
I think he's sitting there and he's just doing what he needs to do. He's observing. He's just sitting back and observing what he needs to do.
He's watching the pantomime right in front of him.
I'm not being funny. It's a fucking shit show, that place.
But Max, if he leads into turn 1 in Mexico, he wins that race. Like, I have full confidence.
I think if he's leading at the end of lap 1, he'll win. I wouldn't say turn 1 necessarily because I know the slipstream's not as effective in Mexico, but depends on how quick.
I mean, there's been 3 times where he hasn't qualified on pole and led into turn 1. He had 17 with Vettel, 18 with Ricciardo and Hamilton, and then 21 with Hamilton and Bottas. Yeah. Which, that 21 start, I need a repeat of that.
But
with Bottas getting turned around and being Piastri instead.
But yeah. But at the end of the day, right.
It's going to be an interesting race anyway.
Driver Championship. Who's winning? If you had to turn around, you had to bet money. I'm not a betting person, by the way, guys. But if you had to turn around and bet money, who would you had to bet $1 million. Who would you bet?
$1 million?
Who would you bet on winning?
Lando Norris.
Really?
Lando Norris is going to be the 2025 World Champion. And I will be in hiding for 7 months.
See, I'm putting my $1 million on Max.
This is mad.
This doesn't work.
This shouldn't work.
It shouldn't work.
I'm not rooting for you, and you're not rooting for me.
I just realistically think he's going to win. And you realistically think that Lando's got it now. I think now that Oscar's not had the pace that he's had at the start of the year compared to now.
It's not just the one weekend. Singapore,
it's been
he was
multiple
behind
weekends.
The pace. Yeah, he qualified ahead of him, but as soon as Lando got past him, he had no threat from behind Lando. Azerbaijan, honker.
Doubt.
Italy, he was slower.
But this is what I'm saying. Italy caused all this controversy between McLaren of swapping the positions, gifting positions back. Do I agree that he should have gifted it? No. Do I think that Lando should have just caught up to him and then the team should have said, Oscar, don't make it difficult, just let him by? Yes. Do I think Oscar should have slowed down? No. That's where I can turn around and say that was wrong. So you're saying Lando, I'm saying Max. I guess we'll see in December, guys. December the 8th. 7th, is it? Or is it the 8th? Oh, no, it's the 7th.
7th the 7th. We either fall out or...
I'm off work on the next day. Oh, we can do a podcast that week because we're in uni. It's a week after that where we finish. So that week, there will be a podcast and we'll either hate each other or we'll just be laughing because I generally don't... Honestly, I don't know what's going to happen. We shall see.
I hate... Because if you'd asked me, like, before the summer break... Well, I mean... Before Zandvoort, I wouldn't really care. If Lando won the championship, I wouldn't. I'd be upset because I'm not as big a fan. But
now that Max is coming quickly,
Max has given me a sniff.
Yeah, he's giving you a sniff of like what you want.
And if he doesn't take that chance, I'm gonna be. It's hard.
Yeah.
Because.
But that's what I'm saying. So last year for me, it was hard when he kind of got to Vegas, and I was like, "Oh, Lando, you fumbled it."
Lando never had a chance.
No, I feel like it was.
Lando was never 40 points behind Max at any stage.
It was always 50, 60.
It was 50 odd. Yeah, 60. I think it was like 51, 49,
Yeah,
if that.
maybe. But I think if it got to 40, I think then he might have had the chance because, it's less than 2 race wins. So, I mean, it would have been a possible, but Max
Because it was after Mexico last year
Max
when
just had the better car.
he gained 10 points on him, and everyone's like, okay, well, Brazil's a great chance for Lando. Brazil would make or break.
And then the rain happened, and they just had a fumbled of a
And then
race.
Max Verstappen decided he wanted to be Max Verstappen for the day.
And you know what? Alpine on the podium, 2 of them, and look where they are now. I'm just saying, a lot happens in a year.
Like, that was a great race for me, but like if that happens this year with all the championship drama going on,
it's going to be crazy.
I might pass out. I'm definitely going to be drinking that weekend, I'll tell you that.
Oh, yeah.
If that happens, but we'll see.
Right.
I'll focus on Mexico first, anyway.
Time for our little pit stop challenge.
Incoming graphics! That'll
Right.
sort it out.
Do you want to start this or do you want me? I started last time, so you can
did start last time. So, obviously, last week we did guess the track by the corner. This week we are prioritising audio listeners.
We are.
Somewhat, yeah.
We felt bad last time, and I just didn't really think, to be honest. So we've decided, instead of doing visual pit stop challenges, we're going to try and do it where the audio listeners can join in as well. So there's going to be some times where we're not going to play the commentary, we're going to say little bits of it, aren't we?
I'm saying it in commentary voice.
Oh, I'm not. I'm just going to say
No,
it.
you've got to.
I'm not saying it in commentary voice.
You've got to.
But there's also going to be times where we're going to play things like guess what car it is, or guess the car, guess the upshifts and downshifts of the track. That'd be quite a cool one. But yeah, anyway, guess the commentary as we go.
So basically how this is going to go is basically we're using snippets of, well, basically iconic, I hope at least, commentary lines from the past, guessing what race it was, maybe if someone won, who the driver was, who they're mentioning. Bonus point if you know the commentator itself, because I've got 3 different commentators on mine.
I think all of mine is Crofty, I can't lie.
Okay, well, never mind, we're not doing that. So, for example, if I was to say, through goes Hamilton, we know that well.
Yeah, we know where the commentary is from, which race. So, we decided on 3 each. I wrote down 4 just in case I didn't want to use one. Just so I had a backup.
That 4th one could be a bonus for the listeners.
We'll do 3. Because the other,
I
think one of them's too easy, but we'll decide. Right.
You could say out. So yeah.
Off you pop.
One of them's going to be an easy one, should be, and then a medium, and then a hard. So my easy one. Get into my commentary voice.
Oh my god, guys, help me out here. I've got shorthand with him in an hour. Help. Anyway.
Okay. Here in his 113th Grand Prix start, he's proved the critics wrong. They said he might never win a Grand Prix. He's done it! Blank wins the blank Grand Prix. Get in there!
What?
That's the easy one.
That's the easy one.
That's the easy one.
Can I have the year at least?
No, because it's gonna give it away. And then the end. Hang on, you might get this from this. Anthony Davidson's his co-commentator, and he goes, "Oh my word! I can't believe I've commented on this race. Mine Brundle, what have you done? Unbelievable!" Because he was in that team at the time.
I thought we were doing recent.
Ooh, I'm testing your knowledge here, but it is one of the most iconic.
Is that Maury Walker's voice?
No.
No.
I'll give you a clue. It's James Allen.
Oh,
It's the bit. He's done it. Blank wins the blank Grand Prix. Get in there.
Is it a current driver on the grid?
No, it's James Allen. The only races he commentated over are Alonso and Hamilton. It's not them.
Oh my god. What the hell have you done?
I'll give you a clue because I think you lost.
I'm lost.
The driver who won is still around racing today.
Button.
There you go.
I have no idea what. So it would have been. Was it Braun?
In his 113th Grand Prix start, he's proved the critics wrong. They said he might never win a Grand Prix.
Braun?
No.
McLaren?
No.
No, I'm like trying to guess the team what he was racing in.
Well, it's not McLaren because it's his first Grand Prix win.
Oh, yeah.
Who did he win his first Grand Prix for?
Is it a current track on the calendar?
Yes.
Is it Asia or Europe?
Europe.
Spa.
No.
Monza.
No, he was quite successful around there. I think he won in 2011 here as well. This is going to be the easy one. I thought it was like so iconic. It's apart from like, is that got going slowly? That is like James Allen.
Yeah, that I know that one, but like that. Oh my god.
Jenson Button wins the 2006.
Six. Fudge. So it's not Silverstone.
The track's still on the grid today. Yeah, obviously he never stood on the podium at his own Grand Prix last year.
Imola. No, Imola.
No, close. That was his first pole though. 2004. Same team though. Different name. They weren't called. I don't think they had the abbreviation in front of it, but I think it was.
Can I give up?
Okay.
I give up. I got the driver.
So I'll give you half a point.
Okay.
Jenson Button wins the Hungarian Grand Prix. Get in there.
Oh my god.
That was iconic. Like generally, the second and third. Okay, well, let's see what you've got to say because if that's my easy one, I want to see your easy one. Get into your commentator voice. Come on, Tori.
I'm not getting into my commentator
No,
voice.
come on.
See, I've done races from the last like
I might,
7 years.
Yeah, I might be a bit rusty. Come on.
Mercedes threw everything at him.
I knew you were going to use that one. He comes through the famous parabolica. Mercedes threw everything at him today.
He won in Spa.
He wins in Monza.
Charles Leclerc is the winner,
of
the 2019 Italian Grand Prix.
That was good. It is a good example. You know, it is. That he won in Spa, he wins. That's Crosby at his best.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, and look, here comes Hamilton to win the Grand Prix, or Max Verstappen takes it to the max. But like, you know what I mean?
Turn up to the max.
Yeah, that was a bit cringy.
Yeah, it was. Right, go on then. I'm going to cry if it's any difficult.
This is medium.
Medium. Brilliant.
Bear in mind, I'm still a point up from you in the last episode, so you've got catching up to do.
Okay.
Here we go. The crowd, the majority of them, were hoping for a golden day for the Silver Arrow. It might just be a red letter day instead in the destiny of the championship, as blank wins the blank Grand Prix.
Vettel.
Yes.
I know that because it was when Lewis and Vettel were fighting. 2018? 2019? 2018?
What Grand Prix?
Was it 2018?
Yes.
Right.
The crowd, the majority of them were hoping for a golden day for the Silver Arrow.
I want to say Silverstone.
Yeah.
There we go.
Because I was rooting for Seb during that year.
Yeah.
That was like that stood out. That was the first one I put down.
Okay.
And I was deliberating whether that would be easy or medium, but I guess I should have put it in easy.
Charles Leclerc gives him just enough space. That's all I'm giving you.
Charles Leclerc gives him just enough space.
Mhm. I'm so happy about this, guys. Because if he doesn't get this...
Charles Leclerc gives him just... So it's crofted.
Yeah.
Charles Leclerc gives him just enough space. Oh, no. It can't be Monza again,
nope.
Can it? I was going to say, it can't be that. You got to give it... I'm trying to think, who the hell was... It's not last weekend. I don't recall that.
No.
And it's not as iconic. It's got to be something like... Where's Charles Leclerc been involved in, like... I don't think it'd be with a Max. Charles Leclerc gives him just enough space. Oh, I need like a second line here.
No.
Oh, I need a second line.
No, that first one was ridiculous. Absolutely not. And
People will tell me that was a good example, the JB one.
Yeah, But I'm now telling you that you're not getting anything else more than that.
Space. That's like that could mean anything. That could be.
You'll kick because when I tell you the full commentary, you will get it and you'll kick yourself.
That would be like, I don't know, there could be Rachel Brooks saying Charles Leclerc gives his engineer
crafty.
just enough space.
It's crafty.
Yeah, I know, but it literally could be an analogy.
Yeah, but
of
I'm
anything
now
like
just
that.
telling you, you'll kick yourself. Do you give up?
No, I'm not giving. I'm not giving up. I am not letting you win. I'm not.
I might not win.
This is my subject. This is I devote myself as a.
Right, carry on.
Expert. Can I get a year?
No.
Give me a year.
No.
Can you give me anything?
No.
Please.
This is your subject.
Please, just give me like
this
something.
this is your subject.
Just give me. Please.
No.
No.
Charles Leclerc gives him just enough space.
I got it. Cam Perez screws past it. They're going wheel to wheel towards Bale now. Who's going to be last on the brakes? Leclerc has an inside line. Perez goes off the track.
Cuts the chicane. Off goes Leclerc.
Through goes Hamilton. Jesus Christ, that was shocking.
I was like, I know he's going to get
take
that.
long?
But that's what I'm saying. I'm like, you'll
Well,
kick
you said
yourself.
it
That's what I'm saying. You're going to kick yourself. I had the whole commentary. I was like, Charles Leclerc gives him just enough space.
Okay, well, give me
They're
one
going wheel to
line for
wheel.
the next one. I think the first one was harder.
Really? Right, last
In
one.
theory, yeah.
Last one.
I'm giving you my last one. This is my hard one. Okay. You're going to hate this from the first sentence. Great start by Eddie Irvine. Hang on, we've got more. Villeneuve, look at Villeneuve. And into the wall, who was that? Coulthard, David Coulthard into the wall. They'll stop the race. Oh, this is terrible. Oh, this is quite appalling. This is the worst start for a Grand Prix I have
Murray
seen
Walker.
in the whole of my life.
Murray Walker. Is that the commentator?
Well, yeah, it is. But
Yeah.
You don't get a point for that.
Well, I'm just
What
saying.
race?
Can I have a year?
No.
Oh.
You didn't give me a year for Charles Leclerc. You are not getting anything.
Villeneuve. So that'll be 90s. Just give me that. Is it in the 90s?
Yes.
Right. Is it a track still on the calendar?
I'm not getting... Oh my God. Just think. It's an iconic race.
Spa.
What year?
So it's Spa.
Yeah, what year though?
95.
No.
96.
Oh, stop. That's not... I want you to tell me what happens.
I don't know. I didn't watch that one.
Neither do I. I was -4. You were -5. It's 98.
Boom.
But do you know who? If you can get who won the race, I'll give you a point. Spa 98. One of the most iconic races in Formula 1 history.
I fucking hate that man. Brundle?
He didn't win a race.
Did he
He was
not?
in the commentary box.
Oh, poor Brundle. Shite. Alonso.
You need your head check. You.
I don't know who won that race.
Knock knock.
Who won that race?
Damon Hill. Jordan. 1-2.
Oh,
Ralph
yeah.
Schumacher. And because the other Schumacher ploughed into the back of David Coulthard and went, you know what I mean? The iconic storm down the pit lane.
Oh, that
one.
Yeah, now I know.
That wasn't too bad.
Okay, fair.
I was gonna do the other Damon Hill one when Hill won the championship, but I don't think you would have got that. I've got a lump in my throat. What? See, that's what I mean. Like, or like, I don't know. And it's happened immediately. This is amazing. Boston Center crash.
Do you see what I have to put up with, guys? Last one. The man who was in last place at the end of lap 1.
Comes home to win the Sakir Grand Prix. Sergio Perez, wow. What a race for him and for Racing Point.
Okay, do you want me to do the...
Esteban Ocon take a bow, his first podium in Formula 1. And it's a double podium for Racing Point as Lance Stroll comes home third or something. I can't remember before.
Stroll was not on the podium that week, was he? No.
Yeah, it was
Is it, so he's got 1 podium, 1 pole?
Stroll?
Yeah. He got a pole.
Yeah. He's had 3 podiums. Baku, 17 for Williams.
Proves how much I care about Stroll, doesn't it?
Italy 2020, when Gasly won, you came third. Yeah, it was Gasly, Sainz, Stroll, Norris, Bottas, Ricciardo, Hamilton, Ocon, Kvyat, Perez.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Shall I do the bonus one? It's a really easy one.
I won't say, but yeah, you can do for the viewers.
Redemption Day.
It was his redemption day, I'll tell
It
you that.
was. Right, guys, that's the end of the pit stop challenge. I've lost again.
Maybe next week we'll do something that's more up your alley.
Formula E.
Okay, maybe something that the viewers might actually be interested in. I'm joking.
Right. We're now going to go on to our news segment, guys, because let me tell you, there's a whole host of things that
We've got 2 weeks of news. I mean, obviously, we have talked about COTA.
So, Mexico FP1.
We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,
9 rookies.
9 rookies. Which team isn't fielding?
Steak Kick Sauber.
Who calls them Steak?
Steak F1 Kick Sauber.
To be fair,
Anyway.
Everton do sponsor. Steak do sponsor Everton, so I should in theory like them, but I don't.
But yeah. So, there are 9 rookies taking part in FP1. We've got Lindblad.
For Red Bull, Iwasa for RB.
We've got Pato for McLaren. We have Luke Browning for
We
Williams.
have Antonio Fuoco at the ripe age of 29 years old for Ferrari, in place of Hamilton, I think.
Who's the one taking part for Haas?
Hiwakawa.
Yeah.
However you say his
Yeah.
name.
You've then got Paul Aaron in for Alpine.
God, Frederick Vesey for Mercedes.
And you also have Luke Browning in for Williams.
Aston Martin.
Jack Crawford.
Jack Crawford for Aston Martin. There you go. That's the 9.
Right. Well, what do we think?
I mean, it's that time of year, isn't it? In theory, it's probably the best time because, I think for Vegas, I think it's be dead important to get all 3 practice sessions in.
Yeah, they
Obviously
never do it in Vegas. Abu Dhabi and Mexico are always the ones where they do the FP1s.
McLaren still need another rookie session, don't they? So I don't think they have. I don't think they've had it.
I think they have. Yeah, because Alex Dunn was in the car in Austria.
Oh yeah, I thought going to say they could not afford.
Alex
They
Dunn.
could not afford having Lando sit out FP1 on a potential championship deciding.
So Lando's sitting out on 2 out of the 3. Or did
There's 3.
So there's 3 FP1 sessions.
So
that rookies have to do.
this is McLaren's second.
Yeah. So Abu Dhabi. Yeah, everyone will have one in Abu Dhabi.
For Lando Norris.
No, it's Oscar. Because Pato's taking Lando's car.
Oh yeah, of course.
So it's Oscar that sits out in Abu Dhabi. So I'm not fussed. But what do we think about these FP1 sessions? Do we think, I mean, realistically, Award, why is he, no offence to him, I love Pato, but why is he sitting on an FP1 session when he's an IndyCar driver?
I mean, my biggest thing is Fuoco.
No, but this is
why?
what I'm saying. Rookies, to me, Lillans, little babies.
Babies, yeah.
Babies that
Make you look older.
Yeah. But what I'm saying is like F2 drivers, rookies.
Or even
That's what I class as a rookie. So then you've got Lindblad, F2 driver, potential F1 driver next year for VCarb. He hasn't got a seat in F2 next year. Campos have taken it.
It's gonna. I don't know. Unless Yuki absolutely storm. Well, now the reports that Lawson's gonna get axed. Because apparently Tsunoda's doing good enough.
So now apparently what's happening is Lawson and Tsunoda are both leaving. Hajar to Red Bull, and then 2 rookies in VCarb. So that'll be Iwasa, and I reckon Iwasa will get that, and also Lindblad. So then
Iwasa was in Super Formula, weren't he?
Yeah, so you've got them. I reckon.
He's got a super license.
Luke Browning in for Williams, I think's really good.
I like Luke Browning.
He's doing really well in F2 at the moment.
Although he's got no space in Williams, they've got no space for at least 2 or 3 years.
No, and then you've also got Jack Crawford in for Aston Martin. Again, another F2 driver.
I mean, I'm glad it's not. No offense to Drugovic, but I'm glad it's someone different.
Drugovic is in Valencia.
I know, yeah. So
I will be there next week, guys. I will tell you all about it on the next pod. Yeah, so you've got Crawford in for Aston. Paul Aaron in for Alpine.
That's good. I like Paul Aaron.
I think he should have had another chance at F2. Because he was only in rookie season. But there's now reports that he's going to get the seat over Colapinto next year.
I mean, well,
Alpine, sort your shit out.
Colapinto is doing well.
He's literally.
It's so hard for him to do well.
I don't even think I mean, the controversy that came with that last weekend in COTA was when he got told to hold position and they took him anyway. To be fair play.
He was faster, he passed him, he won.
But you're fighting for what, 17th and 18th?
Yeah, it was 17th and 18th.
What's the point of sitting behind your teammate then when you can,
it's all about competing. You never know what happens.
Exactly. And then who else have we got? Vesti in for Mercedes.
That's reasonable, yeah.
Yeah, he's the reserve driver, isn't he?
Yeah.
Bottas is a 3rd driver. He's a reserve.
Yeah, it wouldn't have been Valtteri, yeah.
Who else is there?
Antonio Fuoco for Ferrari. At the ripe age of 29 years old.
Well, you've got that Hirakawa.
Hirakawa for Haas. He does all. I mean, he was in Zandvoort and crashed I don't know if that was him or someone else. He was doing a test in Zandvoort and he crashed.
I thought that was Colapinto.
No, in a
In a Haas.
In a Haas,
Oh no, that was at Hungary one where Colapinto crashed. Yeah.
No, this was just a private test.
Oh,
last weekend.
no idea.
Or
Probably,
like this week, yeah. So.
Pato Award, I don't see a reason for that, to be fair, when you've got Stenshorn.
True.
I don't really see the reason for that, but
Mexico.
hey ho.
That's the reason.
No, I
Mexico.
get that, but it's like I just don't. I love Pato, and I think honestly I'd love to see him in F1 one day. The problem is Red Bull Junior drivers, Aston Martin Junior drivers, and McLaren Junior drivers. Great sign for the team, amazing. Where are you going? What are you doing?
It's like Drugovic has just been waiting.
Like
years.
he's now got a driver and Andretti FE. Amazing. I honestly can't wait to see what he does this year because I think he's a good driver.
F2 champion.
But seriously, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Like you're signing to a team.
That will
You're not going to get an F1 seat with them. If Oscar goes in the next couple of years, is Award really going to leave IndyCar and go to F1? No. You're going to have the F2 drivers coming up. Or you're going to have...
space for... I mean...
I just really don't understand it. I mean, this whole thing with Palau and everything, I'm just like...
There's only 20... Well, there's 22 drivers on the grid next year, and there's no space for people like Pat Lord, unfortunately.
Speaking of Cadillac coming in, their reserve driver, Colton Herta...
He's now in IndyCar. Well, he was always in IndyCar, and now he's ditched IndyCar because he wants a super license.
So he's...
AKA he's gone to high-tech.
High-tech F2, guys. What?
26 years old.
That's what I think to that. How can you sit there and say to Colton Herta, right, you're an IndyCar, is he a champ or just a winner? Is he an IndyCar champ?
No, he didn't win the championship. No.
Oh, you're going to leave IndyCar and you're going to come to F2, do a year in F2, but he's got to finish in the top 3 to get a super license. No offence to him. No offence, I think fair. You've got the likes of Alex Dunn, F2 driver. If he stays in F2 for next year, you never know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Again, you've also got the likes of like Browning. He might do another year of F2 with high-tech. High-tech drivers, F2 and F3 drivers, pay for their drives. You can't do team orders. Unless Cadillac are going to play Luke Browning to let Colton Herta go through every single time. He ain't going to do it. He ain't going to do it.
No.
So, in my head, I think there are going to be a much better drivers and younger drivers that are going to be able to surpass him in races.
I think so.
I just don't think...
It's a total different kettle of fish as well.
I don't think he realises...
The gap from F4 to F3 to F2 is
massive.
A big gap, but like they are...
They're
it's
similar.
not... It's similar enough to the point where it won't take as many hours as it will take for Colton Herta to go from IndyCar. IndyCar, which is like, again, it's the main series in America.
I just don't understand why IndyCar doesn't do super license. It's not even FIA accredited.
It's to deviate themselves away from.
But this is what I'm saying.
Formula racing.
But then they're still a Formula car though. They're an IndyCar.
Exactly.
The only thing that's different to them compared to an F1 car, to me, looking at it, is the screen around the halo.
I mean, yeah, from an outsider point of view, you just think, oh, it's just.
Yeah, so it's like my mum turned around.
Form of F1.
My mum was looking at them.
They could race on ovals.
But when you look at it, you think, they do look kind of similar.
Yeah, they do.
But there's so many differences inside the cockpit, how they're run, different formats, everything's so different. Do I think Colton Herta is going to do well in F2? No. Do I think he's going to be in an F1 seat not next year, the year after? No. Do I think Cadillac are going to keep him if he doesn't get to F1? No.
That's the thing. The reason they've signed 2 experienced drivers in VB and Perez is
so they can set the car up.
Yeah, they're going to make sure that the car is good,
and then they're going to keep.
Feedback's going to be great. They don't want a rookie to jump in and crash. Their car. They're probably not going to have as many resources.
The problem they've got with that, by doing what they're doing and just being like, oh, we'll get 2 experienced drivers, sound. But you've picked 2 number 2 drivers.
So they're going to be at the back of the grid anyway. I don't think it's going to matter that much.
But then you got the problem of, okay, they're going to be at the back of the grid. Is Colton Herta going to want to sit at the back of the grid? No driver wants to be at the back of the grid. No driver goes into F1 thinking, I'm an F1 driver, but I'm going to be at the back of the grid.
But you're going to be an F1 driver, which Colton Herta clearly wants because he was very comfortable in IndyCar. He wasn't the best, but he was decent enough.
I just don't
and
think
he's ditched it to get a super license to eventually be in one of those Cadillac seats.
I just don't think it's going to work out as well as people are thinking it's going to do. It's going to be an interesting season, that's for sure. 26.
I'm going to definitely keep my eyes on him. Yeah.
I just don't think it's going to work out the way people are hoping it's going to work out. I mean, you look at it now. The two Campos drivers that they've got currently in Lindblad and Marty. For starters, I don't even think Marty's going to finish the season because he's just gone to Cooper Kiro in FE. He's now one of their main drivers. And you know what? Good on him. He knew that he wasn't going to get an F1 seat with Red Bull. He was a Red Bull Junior driver. Why wait around? And why pay all that money when you can do an FE?
Is he ahead of Lindblad in the standing? I think they're close. But
I think Lindblad might be ahead.
I mean, they're both doing...
But then Lindblad's a Red Bull driver. Lindblad's been a Red Bull driver for less time than Marty,
but it's still eyed up.
And Lindblad gets the rookie sessions, he gets the FP1 sessions, he gets the tests.
He gets the favourable treatment because he is the next big thing, accordingly to Marco.
Horner and Helmut Marko managed to get him a super license exemption at the age of 17. Yep. Crazy.
Yeah.
But we'll just have to see what happens. I think F2 is going to be interesting next year. The same with F1. I feel like you're going to have 22 cars on the grid now. Doesn't seem much with 2 extra cars, but F2 has 22 cars, and you see the chaos it unfolds.
Yeah, I mean, the rookie driver, they are going to make more mistakes.
No, I know, but at the same time, you sit there and you think, actually, maybe we do need to keep an eye on everything that's going on. Okay, going into next year then. Got new regs, got 2 ex-drivers coming back in the form with Cadillac.
Yeah.
How do we think the championship's going to pan out? In a sentence. Because you talk for ages.
What, for Cadillac?
How do you think the season's going to play out for Cadillac? And how do you think the season's going to play out just in general with the new regs?
Williams 2019.
You know what, right?
I can't... They're 2 very good drivers, but I can't see them having a good car. It's new regs as well, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but they've had more time to...
I just can't... I mean...
The problem is I feel like Cadillac, because they've had more time to be able to look into it, develop it a little bit more, because they're not racing this year. No. They're not having to spend the money on fixing cars if they get damaged, or spending money on trying to fix things for...
This year, yeah.
Yeah, so they're in that budget. I mean, the cost cap's gone up for next year.
True.
You're going to... I just think next year is just going to be a whole different ballgame. I mean, DRS is that way.
Yeah, we're getting mom.
Manual override mode. Sorry.
No, I'm just going to call it
mom. Lando hit the mom.
Max mommed his way past Lando.
It just sounds so stupid. Instead of it being like, do you know what DRS stands for? It's going to be, do you know what mom is?
It's like, I love how Martin Brundle always says the drag reduction system. No DRS, no drag reduction, no MOM, no manual override mode.
It just sounds so stupid. But I think that's the end of the podcast.
Is it? Oh yeah, it is. Yeah, we have talked about all the major news. Also, Checo will be in Mexico, which I'm looking forward to see.
That would be quite good, to be fair.
Brand ambassador for Cadillac. I don't know what I don't know what that means.
Wait, can I just put something out there?
Yeah.
Did you hear on Hadjar's radio where his engineer was saying that Bottas was on the track?
Yeah,
during qualifying.
I think Bottas was on the TV screen.
Yeah, and his face was just like...
Bottas, lad? What are you on about, lad?
Bottas is not on the track.
What are you saying on the grid, lad?
What are you doing? Right.
You know, lad.
Well, I think that's really good, what we've done. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. Next week, I'm in Valencia, which I'm very excited about. James was very jealous, but he's also at Sonic.
I'm at SonicCon. I think I'll be okay.
So
You should be jealous of me, actually.
Yeah. But hopefully James will link both of our socials in the description.
Yeah, the YouTube video,
so, if you guys want to have a look at what I got up to in Valencia, and James might post a little bit about SonicCon, maybe, if you guys want to know anything about that.
On our own socials, not on this one.
Yeah, on our own socials.
God.
But he will put...
I get always off track, but I mean, we are going a bit off track.
He will get our socials in there just so you can see it. I'm there for media for FE. Are you there as media for SonicCon?
Yes, I am.
There we go then. I feel like it's going to be very interesting. We kind of get to do our journalism things that we've been talking about on the last pod, about everything that we want to do.
And we can discuss next week if there's anything interesting to discuss about journalism stuff. But
yeah,
we'd like to talk a bit more This was more like a catch-up, sort of like what's happening in the now in terms of the F1, the championship, because it is the big talking point, you know.
It's a very big talking point.
But next week we could talk maybe more about sports journalism, because that's something we want to talk about now and again. But yeah, that's going to do it for the second episode. Hope you did enjoy. If you did, like and subscribe. Leave us a rating on Spotify or SoundCloud. That'd be greatly appreciated.
Please don't forget to follow as well. We will, as much as the follow account doesn't really matter to us, you'll get notified every single time we post. So it's just more a case of just understanding when we're posting, where we're posting.
And yeah, make sure to follow our actual own socials as well, because we'll be busy next week.
We'll be very busy, and we'll also be able to show you guys everything that a journalist gets up to, in the sense of...
What, are we going to vlog our own experience?
Well, I'm vlogging anyway for my own YouTube.
I might vlog, I don't know.
I'll
be getting pissed anyway. So
I love a little vlog when I'm at FE.
Vlog, hey guys.
I actually love it. You know the amount of people that'll just wave in the background. Or I had last year when I was in London, so this year, sorry, one of the mechanics took my camera and just walked around the garage with it. I was like...
Just nick your camera.
I was like, please, can I have that bag? That was expensive. But...
Yeah, be careful who you give your camera to.
Yeah, don't give it to any randomers, guys. You might never get it back. But thank you all so much for watching, and I guess we'll just see you all next time in the next episode of Always Off Track.
See you later.